Hello. Hi everyone. It's Shunya. And today I will tell you a story about a little girl, Karina Chikitova, who survived the harsh conditions of Siberian taiga. And this story obviously has a happy ending, so you will be able to relax and fall asleep peacefully. And technically it's not even a true crime story because there is no crime in it. It's just about a person who went missing, but I think it's similar, so I call it true crime ASMR. Usually I don't cry when hearing about something like this, but I had those tears of happiness while preparing for this video. This story is so wholesome and touching. I just feel it reminds me of how beautiful our world can be with moments, with stories like this. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's start. So Karina was born in 2010 in Alokminsk, which is probably the warmest city of the Republic of Sakha, or Yakutia. Yakutia is the largest territorial unit not only in Russia but in the world, and it is home to the coldest inhabited place on earth, Oymyakon, and temperature there can drop below 50 degrees Celsius, minus 50 or minus 60 Fahrenheit. Of course, due to such harsh conditions, the population of the region was not very dense. And for example, the city where Karina's family lived had fewer than 10,000 residents. Karina's mom, Dalina, gave birth when she was only 18, and soon after that she and her husband, Karina's dad, got divorced. It started raining if you hear something. I have a metal windowsill, so it's a bonus trigger. So Dalina and her daughter often visited the village of Alam, where girl's grandmother lived. It was a teeny tiny settlement, and by 2014 there were only 14 permanent residents. And of course the elderly woman, she needed help, so Dalina would help her with the chores in the hayfield with the animals. And also Karina's dad lived in a neighboring village, so he could take girl for a weekend to spend time together, and she interacted with other relatives from his part of the family. Everything started on July 29th, 2014. A girl's mom went to the hayfield, and I read different versions of what happened, but some people say that girl's grandma napped. The fact is that girl was playing outside with her puppy, puppies named Karichan, which means in Yakut language it meant a little baby boy. But as it turned out later, it was a girl. It was a little baby puppy girl. So the girl was playing outside, and later in the evening, when her mom and grandma didn't find her, they just thought that her dad picked her up and took her to his house because he wanted to. He planned on doing it. They couldn't check if it was true because there was no mobile service, no internet, no nothing. All of this happening basically in the wilderness, among taiga forests. Actually, taiga would be another accidental gap, a word that does not exist in English. But yeah, 3 days later, on the third day, after Karina was gone, her dad arrived. And Belina and her mom was surprised. They asked him, where is the baby girl? And he said that he never took her. So after realizing that their girl went to taiga all alone, they immediately went to the district administration. And sure, the search started immediately after that, and authorities started looking. Over 100 people participated in the search. Not only rescuers, professional rescuers, but also the local residents who volunteered. And totally, they searched over 30 square kilometers around Alom. So during summer nights, temperature in Yakutia doesn't usually exceed 10 degrees Celsius, but a lot of different species of blood-sucking insects, predatory animals. So the hope of finding the girl alive faded each day. But people kept looking. And on the 6th day of the research, the puppy, Karichan, ran out of the forest. He came back to the village alone. The puppy was noticeably exhausted, very skinny, and but it gave hope, right, that the girl would still be alive, or at least now it would be easier to trace her body. But unfortunately, the searching dogs, the rescuer dogs, they were not trained, or I'm not sure if it was particularly in this case or everywhere. The searching dogs were not trained to recognize the smell of a puppy. They could recognize the smells from people, other dogs, explosives and all of that, but not the puppy. So they couldn't trace him back, or her, yeah, the little dog. 2 days after Karichan's return, they found little footprints, yeah, that belonged to Karina, and it was 6 kilometers away from Alom. But those footprints were pretty old, and they thought that girl went even further. And of course, people kept looking, and on August 9th, Karina was found. Just watching videos of her rescue, makes me feel so warm. I will put all these videos, the links in the description, so if you are interested you can watch that later. But yeah, it was a big meadow and the girl was laying among very tall grass, so the volunteer couldn't see her. She noticed him first, and she rose her hands and he noticed her very little slim arms, hands, and immediately they offered her warm tea, food, and there are pictures of the volunteer carrying the girl, and he was crying too. It's very touching, very wholesome. Of course, Karina was severely malnutritioned. She lost around the third of her initial body weight. During this time, these 12 days, she ate berries, only berries alone, and drank water from rivers and springs. She was covered with mosquito bites, and but overall she was fine. They asked her later, and she told that the puppy helped her because they would sleep together at night, so puppy was sharing her warmth with the girl. And it also barked and scared away the predators at night. A year after, there was a monument installed at the Yakutsk airport. It was called a girl and a dog. And there is a picture of Karina next to it. So right now Karina is 14. You can find a lot of stuff on videos, even a movie about this story, but Karina doesn't like publicity. She says that she doesn't like when people approach her and take pictures with her. That's why I don't want to say a lot about her life now, but I will just say that she's studying ballet. She lives at a boarding school, and yeah, she wants to do ballet in the future. I hope that she has a great life, because there must be something, right? Why she managed to survive. So I really like this story. I don't know why. I keep crying, just so sweet. Little girl and the dog. Well, guys, I hope you liked this video. The true crime missing people stories with bonus triggers of the rain and the cheers. See you soon. Sleep